What specific problem does the bond method aim to solve in the context of RLHF, and why is this significant for LLMs?
The bond method, or best-of-n distillation, aims to address the significant computational cost associated with the best-of-n sampling strategy in reinforcement learning from human feedback, RLHF for large language models, LLMs. Specifically, while best-of-n sampling improves generation quality by selecting the highest reward output from multiple candidates, it requires generating multiple samples at inference time, which increases computational demands linearly with the number of samples. Bond seeks to distill the performance of best-of-n into a single sample policy, thereby maintaining high-quality outputs while drastically reducing inference costs. This is significant for LLMs, as it allows for efficient deployment in real-world applications where computational resources are limited, enabling broader accessibility and usability of advanced language models without sacrificing performance. By optimizing the alignment of LLMs to human preferences with minimal sample complexity, Bond enhances the practicality of RLHF methods in large-scale settings.
Can you break down the bond algorithm step by step, detailing how it emulates the best-of-n distribution and the role of distribution matching?
The bond algorithm, or best-of-n distillation, emulates the best-of-n distribution through a two-step process. First, it derives an analytical expression for the best-of-n distribution, which allows the algorithm to understand how to reweight the original sampling distribution based on the performance of generated outputs. Second, Bond frames the alignment of the policy as a distribution matching problem, where the goal is to steer the policy closer to the best-of-n distribution by minimizing a divergence metric, such as Jeffreys divergence. This divergence combines both forward and backward KL divergences, enabling the policy to exhibit both mode-covering and mode-seeking behaviors, which are crucial for effective generation. By iteratively distilling the best-of-n distribution from a moving anchor policy, Bond achieves strong performance while requiring only a single sample at inference time, thus significantly reducing computational costs compared to traditional best-of-n sampling. Overall, distribution matching plays a critical role in ensuring that the policy aligns closely with the desired output distribution, enhancing the quality of the generated text.
What are the theoretical advantages of using the Jeffreys divergence in the bond objective compared to traditional KL divergence methods?
Theoretical advantages of using the Jeffreys divergence in the bond objective include its ability to combine the benefits of both forward and backward KL divergences, thus inheriting their strengths while mitigating their weaknesses. Specifically, the forward KL divergence encourages a mode-covering behavior, ensuring that the policy generates a diverse set of outputs, while the backward KL divergence promotes mode-seeking behavior, steering the policy towards high-likelihood generations. By employing Jeffreys divergence, Bond achieves a more balanced approach that avoids the pitfalls of overspreading distributions associated with forward KL and the potential policy collapse from backward KL. Additionally, the Jeffreys divergence is invariant to monotone transformations of the reward, making it more robust to reward hacking compared to standard RLHF methods. This combination of properties allows for better aligned policies that maintain performance while reducing the risk of misalignment and instability during training.
How was the effectiveness of the bond algorithm validated in your experiments, particularly in relation to the X-sum task? What metrics were used?
The effectiveness of the bond algorithm was validated through experiments on the abstractive summarization X-sum task, where the performance of bond was compared against standard RL algorithms. Specifically, the experiments demonstrated that bond and its design choices improved the reward -16 number 16 Pareto front, indicating a better balance between reward and divergence. The metrics used to evaluate performance included average reward and average log quantile, which were tracked during training to assess the alignment of the policy with human preferences. Additionally, Bond was shown to enhance performance on academic benchmarks and in side-by-side comparisons against open-source variants like Mixtral, further confirming its efficacy. Overall, these metrics provided a comprehensive view of Bond's performance improvements in generating high-quality summaries.
What specific results did the authors observe when applying J-Bond to align GEMMA policies, especially in comparison to classical RLHF methods?
When applying J-Bond to align GEMMA policies, the authors observed that J-Bond not only improved the reward -16 number 16 Pareto front compared to standard RL algorithms, but also enhanced performance on academic benchmarks and in side-by-side comparisons against open-source variants like Mixtral. Specifically, J-Bond demonstrated a stable and linear increase in reward while maintaining a lower KL divergence from the reference policy, which contrasts with the sensitivity of classical RLHF methods like reinforce to regularization strength. The results indicated that J-Bond produced a better reward per kiloliter trade-off than all tested reinforce baselines, showcasing its efficacy in fine-tuning GEMMA models into better conversational agents. Additionally, the use of an exponential moving average (EMMA) anchor in J-Bond contributed to improved training stability and overall performance. Overall, J-Bond's iterative approach allowed for continuous improvement without the need to commit to a specific regularization level, leading to competitive performance in various tasks.
What limitations or potential drawbacks did the authors identify for the Bond method, and how might these impact its practical application in future research?
The authors identified several limitations and potential drawbacks of the Bond method. Firstly, they noted that the choice of the hyperparameter, n, which represents the number of sample generations in best of n, is crucial. A large n can lead to increased sensitivity to errors in quantile estimation and may cause reward over-optimization. Secondly, estimating the forward KL divergence requires sampling from the best of n distribution, which can be computationally prohibitive for large n. Additionally, the authors highlighted that while Bond aims to distill the best of n strategy efficiently, the iterative nature of the approach may introduce complexities in maintaining stability during training. These limitations could impact the practical application of Bond in future research by necessitating careful tuning of parameters and potentially increasing computational costs, which may hinder its scalability in real-world scenarios.